Well, they're mainly saying that they like to use Baidu and they're not using Google. And Alex is right that there's a very loyal fan base in Google, but they mainly are elite users. And I've said this before in my blog post, is that the majority of Chinese users are not formally educated and they are young and they're not connected into institutions in the way that intellectuals are. And they're using Baidu, they're using messaging services, they're not understanding the Google paradigm, which functions more or less in a more email paradigm where a lot of their services are built off of. And that's one of the assumptions that's really upset me in all these conversations, which is that certainly Americans think Google services are so amazing for us. You know, we love Google, can't imagine life without Google, would die without Google. But, you know, so if Chinese people are embracing Google, certainly they're stupid or they're ignorant. And more or less, they extend this to saying that the Chinese government is controlling people because the average Chinese citizen has not embraced Google. And I think this is just really
ask you one thing, Tricia. Interesting little side note in your writings on all of this. You make the point that in fact the Chinese government's doing a better job serving underserved remote communities, particularly rural communities there, than the U.S. government is doing serving comparable communities here.
Yes, just in terms of infrastructure, China has done an amazing job in extending their mobile internet infrastructure out into rural areas, something that, you know, the U.S. cannot claim. And they've done this in an amazingly short amount of time, the fastest communication infrastructural build out in history. But that being said, there are many issues that they're dealing with on the ground. And I think that certainly these issues have come to the table.